Ndị be anyị na-abọọla chi. Anyị sị ka ọ dịrị unu na mma. Anyị sị ka nke onye chikwelu ya zelụ. Dịka o si dị, ya bụ Igbo Media ka anyị si bịa na uhuruchi nketa iwetara unu ya bụ ozi gbasara maka ihe na-eme na the Old Eastern Region. Dịka unu anụ ka o si ada, nwanne anyị nwoke wetara anyị ozi n'elu akwụkwọ. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu has proved right again. Listen. As over 15 Benue Catholic parishes shut down as FULANI herdsmen sack communities. Hear the news in details. All right, according to Yabo update Jumaki Webia, Imana Ndemada Hotari Fenomeno Buda, and the Ndemada Amadu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Bano Buda in Olimia. Now, in Benue State, for the news that now over 15 Catholic church they shut down because of this ndala ana akpọ herdsmen. Fach go on community chupufa. All right, then go aboni Igbo na-ekwu against Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Normally phone name. All right, if one night with a lie, one of the BIAFRA activists, ma achoka gigodi ya before ku nilu akwụkwọ. Igeche ya bife biko. To saya bozi and the reality to yenda ni n'okwu. Over to you, sir.
I'm talking about a day before yesterday. On Sunday, one of the Reverend Father in Benue State, who is the head of the Catholic Priest Association, he, granted a press briefing and told everyone that because of the Fulani terrorist attack, I'm just quoting what he said, because of Fulani terrorist attack, that they have shut down over 15 Catholic churches in different communities because the people who do attend these churches are no longer in these communities. They have sacked their communities are deserted. This thing did not start today. So the attacks we are hearing did not start today. And I needed to get some information, more and more information before, coming out to face the camera to say something about it. So yesterday, I decided to start putting calls in Benue State to ask to know more and more. But unfortunately, a lot of people from Benue State don't see this as a strange thing any longer. They see it as a normal thing because they have been psycho-conditioned to believing that this is the way of life. You must leave your ancestral land, your people must be killed, you must live in refugee camp. The government have conditioned them. Unfortunately, a Reverend Father is their governor. Yeah, Aneya is a Reverend Father who left the pulpit to government house. And just in his eyes, look at what is going on in his state. Catholic churches are being shut down every day. How do we get here? Now, I do not blame these people from Benue State because that is how so many Nigerians are thinking right now. Both the people that call themselves academic doctors, both the people that call themselves professors, both the people that call themselves wise men or influencers, this is the way they think. Once you call Nigeria, anybody benefiting from Nigeria, either Ndegandi or Indegandi, what comes into their mind is, let us make the country to work. Now, people who are telling you that Nigeria will work, they are not saying it because of they really want Nigeria to work. They are saying it because they don't want to close where they are eating. They don't want to close their plans. They have planned how to use Nigeria population, to gather influence or to gather money. They don't want that to, stop. But people who are dying, you're on your own. People who are being killed every day, you are on your own. It doesn't concern them. They can't even talk about it. But Catholic Church is keeping quiet about all these things. This is terrible. This is very terrible that Catholic churches, over 15, are being shut down and everybody is just keeping quiet as if nothing is going on. Anyway, let's understand what really transpired. This article reads that over 15 Benue Catholic parishes shut down as herdsmen sack communities. And it reads that no fewer than 15 parishes under the Makurdi Catholic Diocese in Benue State have been shut down due to repeated attacks on host communities by suspected armed herders. Now, Nigeria is a very funny place where people who call themselves media personality and television stations don't know their work. For you to use the term suspected people, maybe they carry out a terrorist attack, you can use that word because you don't actually know the people who carried out this attack. That is only when you are permitted to use that word suspected. For over 10 years, Nigerian media has been using this word suspected. How can you suspect something for over 10 years? How can you suspect something for over 10 years? Now, a lot of my friends who are Fulanis, they do write me and they are not pleased with the way I use the word Fulani terrorists. But I put forth a challenge to them. I said, dear friends, you saw the video of Banda Mohammed on Channels Television. You did not caution him. He said they imported Fulanis. Some of them came with gun. He said it on national television. They are terrorizing. Naya Baribe, former PDP chairman, they said Buhari, Tinubu, and all these people, APC then, that is CPC and AC, when they merged together, that they never knew that some PDP like Sariki, Dino Mande, Atiku will join them. So they thought that they needed vote and violence. They now imported Fulanis. They imported Fulanis into the country, and their aim was, if we lose this election, let war start. They were armed. So this thing is on national television. I'm not the one saying it. So you failed to confront your governor who imported Fulanis, and he said it. Then we who are reporting the atrocities of these Fulanis, you said we should not say Fulanis. So what do you want me to say? I should say herdsmen? People who are imported, who they imported, who are not Nigerians. Who the person that imported them came to national television to confess that I should come out and twist language because I want to be politically correct. No, I don't do things like that, and that is why I'm different. I can't come out to twist it because I want to please people. Let us set the record straight. Now, the article continues that the disclosure was made on Sunday by Reverend Father Joseph Beba. So his name is Reverend Father Joseph Beba, who is the chairman of the Nigerian Catholic Diocesan Priests Association, Makurdi Diocese. He said this during a press briefing at the Catholic Cathedral in Makurdi. Father Beba said that the affected communities, Tise, Obiam, Ahume, Jimba, Nagi Camp, Oadoana, Ndewata, and Abegana have witnessed coordinated violence in the past 2 weeks, resulting in the deaths of over 50 residents, including women and children. And he continued to say, more than 15 parishes have been shut down because their host communities have been completely displaced. In places like Jimba, Mbandon, Yawata, and Audona, both priests and parishioners have fled. He said, this is a very shameful thing. Imagine a Catholic priest fleeing, running heta-sketa, when your brother priest is the Reverend Father there. What is the cost of ignorance in Nigeria? What is the cost of living in falsehood? What is the cost of all this illusion? And someone will come out tomorrow to tell you that if he becomes president, that he can fix all these things. The problem of all these things is not in the power of the presidency. And when I say this, people will say, tell me now, everything stops in the table of a president. When Tinubu was telling Goodluck Jonathan, every security matter stopped at the bus stop of president, you thought that Tinubu was not ready to do anything? No, you get it wrong. But now he's the president, let him act. If I am telling you that a president can't change Nigeria, can't do anything, I know where I'm coming from. I know the information I have about Nigeria. I know what is going on, and I know where these things are heading to. Where a chief security, the chief of army staff will come out to tell you that even though I deploy the whole army in Nigeria to one state, we can't solve the insecurity situation because they are underlying issue. So you people don't understand what is going on. The problem here is that there are level of complicity. People want Nigeria to become an Islamic state. Yeah, you might not believe me, but that is the truth. And you can't become a president if you do not pass through these people. Yeah, you can't become a president if you do not. They will do everything to stop you. You saw what happened in 2023. They stopped P2B. They stopped him. Even though you want to be politically correct to say you thought we are in Nigeria now. You don't have one councillor and you thought you can secure up to 6 million votes. Where you don't have a councillor, talk less of local government chairman, talk less of a governor. We know what is going on. Now, let me continue with the article. He alleged that the escalation in violence, particularly in Gwere's local government area, followed the testimony of the Bishop of Makurdi Diocese, Most Reverend Wilfred Anegbe, in the United States and Europe on the persecution of Christians in Benue, Nigeria. So if this Reverend Father, you all saw his video before that went to the US to brief them about the insecurity situation in Nigeria, especially in Benue State, if What he said triggers a lot of people to continue to sack Catholic churches. That is to tell you that what he said is nothing but the truth. The persecution of Christians must stop in Nigeria. It must stop. And it's not going to stop by negotiation. It's not going to stop. The Christians have to take the bull by the horn. They really need to stand up to protect themselves. Faith without work is dead. If you are hoping that, oh, God will come, and no God is coming to save you. No God is coming to save you, because the God you are calling has given you brain to think. God did not say you should become moron in the face of terror. In the face of terror, you are shivering, you are saying, oh, let us run away. How many places are you going to run? Or you think this thing is limited in Benue State? No. Now, the article continues that these attacks are not random. They are direct response to Bishop Anegbe's international testimony on the systematic persecution of Christians. The church is under siege, Father Beba declared. He criticized the Nigerian military for what he described as a lack of response, even when attacks occur close to their checkpoints, out of the article. Now, let me explain another very important information you should understand. This Reverend Father, the head of the Catholic Priest Association in Benue State, is saying that these attacks are even happening close to checkpoints in Benue, and the military are not doing anything. Now, is it not the same thing that is happening in the southeast? Military checkpoints everywhere. What is going on will still be going on, and later they will name the IPOB. This is a total, collusion. I brought to you a video of the local government chairman who confronted the military, and they told him that they don't have the mandate to fight these people. Nigeria can never be sustainable. Now, it continues that we are dismayed by the low energy and response from security forces. The attack on Reverend Father Solomon Antogo on May 24, 2025 happened just 3 kilometers from Naka and less than 500 meters from an army checkpoint, Alser Obian. There was no intervention, he said. You know what 500 meters is now? You can just tell person, hey, come, the person will hear you. 500 meters, half a kilometer. Father Beba called on President Tinubu and Benue State Governor Hyacinth Aleya to declare war on the armed herders, noting that Governor Aleya had previously identified the attackers as non-Nigerians. Now, he also urged the youth to be vigilant and defend their communities. The right of self-defense is inalienable. We call on our young people to be ready to defend their faith, their farmland, and their way of life. But people who are defending themselves, they are still in the DSS detention, and you people are not saying anything. However, now, let us go to what this man is saying here, that he's calling on Tinubu and, Benue State Governor, who have also declared that these people are not Nigerians. Whether they are Nigeria or they are not Nigeria, it was a governor, it was politicians who brought them into Nigeria to achieve their sole purpose of Islamization. Because if not because of that, I don't see how you import terrorists from Sahel. Do you know the cost of importing the terrorists? That time I heard that the value of Naira is not like this. I heard they spent close to 20 billion in doing all these things. For what purpose? For what purpose? Anyway, it is what it is. We will not stop telling you the truth, because you are going to see the truth we are telling you in reality. You are going to see it. This is not just an information that you are not going to see that will come to pass. These people will continue to spread into your farmlands, into your houses, until you resist them. They will continue to go until one day they will stop you from going to every churches. Your GOs, your head pastors, they can't do anything because they don't have power to act. They don't have the power to act. Forget what you are saying now. These people are going far. Imagine shutting down more than 15 Catholic, churches in Benue State. Don't forget that when it comes to diplomacy, politics, and all those things, that the Catholic Church has it. So where is their power?
Ngwano, dalo nine no ụmụnne m dịka si na-esoro anyị n'Igbo Media. Gịnị ka unu nwere ikwu na nkọwa nke unu gbasara maka ihe unu nọ n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa? Gwa anyị ife iche n'ụdị nke gị. Deela ya n'akara kọmentị ka mara ihe i chere, ma chetakwa tụsa ya bụ ozi ka o wereta ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ ntị. Ndewo na ụmụnne m, ka emesịanụ.